Buhay Architect in Canada.
Curious ka ba? Subscribe and take the journey with me.
Ay nako, may interview ka na pala. Hello everyone, I'm a Filipino Canadian architect and I share my experience working in Canada. Typical questions asked during a professional interview dito sa Canada. And I would like to share my experience para kapag kayo naman ang nagpa-interview, medyo hindi na kayo nervyusin. And if you enjoy this video, please remember to subscribe and like at comment na rin kung ano pa ang gusto nyo pag-usapan natin. It helps me a lot para alam ko na nag-enjoy din kayo at you appreciate what I do. Ubusan tayo ng oras kahapon. Ang pinapasukan mong posisyon ay professional, you have to dress the part. Huwag naman yung pupunta ka sa interview mo ay naka-shorts ka at chinelas. Although kung talagang wala kang choice, you can do that, but it makes it easier, and I will tell you why later. You don't have to be very fancy, pwedeng office clothes lang naman, yung mga yung mga nakikita yung mga professionals na pumapasok, anong mga sinusuot nila, ganun lang. You don't need to buy fancy ones. You can even buy from Walmart lang, or anywhere. Or kung gusto mo sa thrift store, I don't care where, as long as you look professional, because you're applying for a professional job. It makes sense to make a good first impression. Minsan, pagpasok mo pa lang sa pintuan, tinitingnan na nila kung makakatrabaho ko ba to? Can I get along with this guy? Pwede ba siyang isali sa mga meetings? Does he know how to dress or stay professional and look professional? Syempre, hindi ka naman nila isasama doon kung dugyot ang itsura mo. Hindi magmumukhang professional ang company nila. Because at the same time, kapag papasok ka sa mga meetings or pupunta ka sa meetings, you are representing their company as well. Pag dating mo sa meeting, you have to remember to greet them, smile, and give them a firm handshake. I say a firm handshake kasi para sa akin, yun nga yung body language count. Kapag para sa akin may mga meaning ng mga handshakes. If you give a soft handshake, minsan ang ibig sabihin is femininity. Although it's okay if that's what you want to exude, but you're applying for a professional position, you want to give a firm handshake. So yung soft handshake means femininity, minsan shyness din, and yung firm handshake means professional at saka great leadership skills. And of course, I'm telling you, kahit na female ka, you are applying for a professional position, and there will become a time na you will be dealing with contractors and other professionals, and you would like to play your part. Your greeting, the way you greet them. When you greet them, sometimes yung tone ng voice mo naiiba will reflect who you are as well as a person. Bigyan ko kayo ng example ha. Good morning po. Good morning. Ganon. So, how do you think they will feel kapag makita nila kayong nakagan? Good morning. Good morning. Parang wala siyang confidence, diba? So, iisipin nila, paano to makakapag-handle ng mga meetings? Kung mahihain siya, what if inaway siya ng contractor, makakaya ba niya? Versus, ganito, to. Good morning. See, it's nice to meet you. Napansin niyo yung difference doon? Yung good morning versus good morning. Di ba? Mayroong iba, parang kung magugulat pa sila sa'yo, hello. Which is good. Hindi naman sa good morning. Di ba? Parang may attitude yun. Hey, morning. Good morning. Wag din yun. Parang overconfidence na yun. Pangit. Doon ka lang sa in-between. Kung online interview naman, you have to make sure na at least yung upper part ng iyong damit ay presentable. Yung iba naman, they fully dress for the occasion, pati yung pang-ilalim sinusuot na nila. Kasi yung iba na feel nila na mas confident sila kapag they know they are dressed well, and then they know that they are presentable, which is, tama din naman yun. Ako, minsan ganun ako. Isipin nyo ha, kung nasa pajama kayo maghapon, anong mangyayari sa energy ninyo? Siyempre, mababa din. Dahil, minsan, kapag nakapajama ka na, feeling mo papahinga na, it's rest day. Pero ang totoo, may mga dami pang gagawin. Unang tip ko sa inyo, make sure to remember na i-print mo yung job opening description para malaman mo kung ano yung mga job qualification. Kapag nandun kasi sa job qualification, ibig sabihin, yun ang mga hinahanap nilang qualities sa isang taong hahirin nila. Hanap ka sa mga past experiences mo kung paano mo na-display yung ganoong trait or yung ganoong qualification. Halimbawa, okay, yung nakalagay dun sa qualification is great communication skills. So, isipin mo, okay, ano bang ginawa ko noong unang panahon or recently na I expressed or I had great communication skills. Pwedeng sabihin mo na mayroong question yung contractor or mayroong question yung consultant, mayroong question yung ibang consultant, and you were able to find the answer and relay the answer to him right away or to them right away. And also sometimes you can say na they were having issues with one specific item on site, and I gave them instructions on what to do. Dahil when you give instructions, guys, you are showing you have great communication skills then, right? And then, halimbawa din, kung ang tanong is detail-oriented. So, sasabihin mo lang na I make sure na I review all the drawings before they go out to tender, or I review all the drawings and communicate with the rest of the consulting team prior to the meetings. Ganon. Prior to client meetings, because that's important. They typically greet you na, how are you? How are you doing today? Ganon. And then you can just say random things like, oh, I'm feeling great. I am excited to be here. O, diba? Di pa nag-uumpisa, you are selling yourself na. It's unfortunate kapag nag-apply ka ng trabaho, you are selling yourself, lalo na kung nag-uumpisa ka pa lang. Kapag medyo senior ka na, experienced people know this, medyo nagiging picky ka na sa mga job openings. Pero kapag junior ka pa lang or nag-umpisa, medyo easy-easy lang. You just need to get your foot in the door and then you can be picky later on. Can you say something about yourself and your experience? So now you have to, in your mind, know your resume by heart and summarize it in a way na you look good. In a way na you suit the position dahil pinread mo or minemorize mo or pinag-aralan mo yung job opening qualifications. You can now get ready prior to the interview. When they say tell something about yourself, it doesn't mean your hobbies or your cat or your dog. It means tinatanong ka nila kung anong pangalan mo, saan ka nag-aral, at ang mga qualifications mo, why you suit the position. So when you printed the job qualifications, this is where you inject and try to sell your experience to them para i-hire ka nila. Kung nabasa mo dun sa job qualifications na they need someone who has experience in design, detailing, make sure na when you tell something about yourself, you mention projects na kung saan ginawa mo yung mga qualifications na yun. Halimbawa, a housing design, a residential design, and figured out the details with a senior architectural technologist. You don't be shy to say that. You can say that kasi it means you are still learning and you are willing to learn. And you can, sa design naman, you can tell them that you worked out the design with the approval from the senior architect or the architect of record. Typically, after that, they ask you further questions depending on what you tell them or depending on the projects that you mention doon sa introduction mo. They will go further or deeper into that. Yung iba kasi guys nagpapagawa ng resume. Don't do that. Ask for help, but don't let anyone else write your resume. Only you know what your experience is, and only you know what you are great with. Para kapag nagpa-interview ka, you know how to answer such questions. At kapag nagkwento ka, piliin mong ikwento sa kung saan ikaw ang bida. Obviously, right? If a project went downhill, you don't have to tell them that. You don't have to tell them the negative unless they ask you. Pero kapag tinanong nila na nagkaroon ka ba ng problema sa ibang business, did you encounter any issues while working on a project, then you can tell them. But make sure,
Go to part 2.